Hello everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee. Hi y'all. Hope you're having a very blessed day. And today we are going to be journaling in our Bible. I am using my huge spiral bound illustrating Bible, Dayspring illustrating Bible. This is the older one. It's the rose colored, I guess. It's by, let's see, Dayspring here, illustrates faith. You can see that. It is getting very thick. So we are still working in this. I mean, I have so many blank pages that I can still do in here. So I'm hopefully going to keep working in this one for a while. This and my, what is it? My interleaved Bible. I had to retire a couple Bibles over the years, but let's get crafting today. So today I'm going to be in Psalm 4, a night prayer. I don't know about you all, but I have been having a lot of night prayers lately. I wake up at like 2:00 in the morning and I'm just like, why am I awake? And, you know, just having that alone prayer time with the Lord. Sometimes just laying there and just kind of being in the still and silence is good as well. So let me just read the Psalm. It's written by David. It says, "Answer me when I call, God who vindicates me." And sometimes I'm like, Lord, where are you? Are you going to answer me? Right? I don't know if y'all feel like that. You freed me from affliction. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. I feel like lately I've been saying a lot of prayers that I feel like the past year that God really hasn't. I know he hears, y'all. But there have been times where I'm like, are you there, God? Like, are y'all listening? So this kind of speaks to me. How long, exalted ones, will my honor be insulted? How long will you love what is worthless and pursue a lie? I look around society and I see that a lot. Know that the Lord has set apart the faithful for himself. The Lord will hear when I call to him. Sometimes I have to remember that myself. He will hear. Be angry and do not sin on your bed. Reflect in your heart and be still. Offer sacrifices in righteousness and trust in the Lord. Boy, y'all, if I needed to trust in the Lord this year, and there were many times where I kind of swayed from that. I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't know if I can trust you, Lord, because you promised me all these things and I don't see any of it. So I've been, kind of going back and forth a little bit this year. For those of you who've been following me, that I've been having a lot of issues this year. And this year really, really did test my faith a lot. So verse 6 says, many are asking, who can show us anything good, right? Is there anything good in this world? Anything, please. Let the light of your face shine on us, Lord. Oh my gosh, that is the verse that I'm like, please, Lord, I need the light on me, You have put more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and new wine abound. Their new wine abound. So essentially this is saying, we get more joy from the Lord than we do from earthly pleasures, right? And sometimes I have to remind myself of that. For sure. I will both lie down and sleep in peace. Oh, that's my prayer. Sleep in peace. For you alone, Lord, make me live in safety. Him alone. Him alone. I love that. So I'm going to grab a little blue colored pencil, and I really am just going to box this psalm off. And I'm actually going to kind of go in and do some squiggly lines. I love that. Just so know, this is the one I'm focusing on. I love these colored pencils, y'all. These are Prismacolor Barrel Prismacolor colored pencils. They're one of the best colored pencils that I've ever found. They are a little pricey, but if you can find them as a deal, do it, because I've had this set since college, I think. I've collected a few over the years from garage sales and stuff too. But yeah, they last a long time. At least for me, they do. And they're so fun to play with. And I love how smooth they are. So those are Prismacolor pencils for those of you who are interested. Okay, so we are going to craft today, and I'm taking a few of these ideas from a lady who did a live over at His Palette Bible Journaling, the His Palette Facebook page, Bible Journaling. So I'm taking some of her ideas and I'm adding some of my own again, taking the ideas, using what I have and making it my own. And I'm using a different psalm. I think she was in a different psalm than I am. This is the psalm that really spoke to me. So what I did is I went to my old hymn book in the garage that I had, and it's a hymn of psalms, all the psalms. So I'm grabbing Psalm 4 because that's the psalm I'm in. It was like perfect. So I'm just gonna tear out some I don't know, just some random pieces here. I'm thinking, let's shorten that a little bit. We can maybe even put that like right there. Let's do another long, thin one or something. I want it kind of sticking out a little. Okay, so I think we're gonna do that. Well, let me put that to the side because I might need some more. Who knows? I don't know. And then I'm gonna grab my glue stick. So we're gonna do some little bit collaging today, some texture paste, or gel, some texture gel maybe. Just grab your distress inks. It's gonna be kind of like another mixed media page. Multimedia, mixed media. I always say multimedia, it's mostly mixed media. And we'll have that sticking out down here. And this one will come out the side. Maybe like right about there. Just kind of make sure your pieces are mostly glued down. Okay. I did prep this page with some gesso, clear gesso, just because I'm going to be using inks and probably a lot on this page. So when you think you're going to be building layer upon layer on your page, you might want to like gesso your page, prep it so it gives it just a little bit more strength so things don't soak through to the other side. It's just okay. So I grabbed, let's see, I grabbed this distress ink tumbled glass, but I also grabbed the Mermaid Lagoon because I think my tumbled glass is starting to wear out. I need another one, and it's really light. I might have to add some darker color, but we'll see. We'll see. And so what I did ahead of time, just so y'all know, is I just cut out a variety of random circles off of some scrapbook paper. And actually, I think this was a page I had, background page from his palette. Just like, it was like a background page. So sometimes she'll do pictures of like women or, you know, worship girls or whatever. And then sometimes she'll put out like little background pages as well. And I think if I remember correctly, this is one of them. And I just cut circles out from it. It was on copy paper, a little bit heavier than regular copy paper. So that's all I did was cut out some circles out of that ahead of time because I just had a circle template, drew the circle and cut it out by hand. So just did it ahead of time because it would take a while for you guys to watch me cutting out the circles. So let's see what we can do with this tumbled glass. I hope it's colorful enough or have enough ink on it. Yeah, it's pretty light here. I put some ink refresher on it, and it's still not really, that's why it looks like a little wet still. I think it's probably still a little wet here. Get this kind of wet look. I'm just gonna bring it up. And my brush might be wet too because I cleaned it earlier. So sometimes if your brushes are wet or your ink is wet, you'll get these little different kinds of smears on the page, but that is fine. I don't mind because we are going to put water on it anyway. So if I wanted this smoother look, I would have waited, made sure everything was dry, but I don't care. I'm impatient. And a lot of this is probably going to be covered up anyways with all of our circles. So I'm just kind of slopping the color on the page. And I'll go in with some darker just to get some darker blue in here. But grab whatever. So you can cut circles out of any kind of scrapbook paper that you want, any kind of image, or just plain colored scrapbook paper if you want. Whatever your heart desires. And I'm always putting crinkles in my paper. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of darker blue because I just want to brighten it up just a tad. Yeah, see, definitely that is a little bit brighter. And the reason why I'm doing blue, you probably are all like, it's all purple, but there's some like bluish, purplish colors in here. So I want that to kind of pop up a little bit. And since it's a night prayer, I don't know, the blue to me just kind of symbolizes like nighttime and dream time and, you know, that kind of thing. So that's kind of why I'm picking this color. Okay. Okay, let's put those to the side. And then what else do I want to do? Okay, I grabbed this. This is one of those papers, but I use it more as a stencil versus, you know, paper, because you can put it on, you know, it was like a die cut paper, I guess, but I use this as a stencil. And so I'm going to take my seedless preserves because it's kind of like the same kind of purple as the page. And we're going to go in very lightly. I don't want to put super dark color, but let's see if we can. Just some stenciling here. Just in a couple areas, I'm thinking. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Let's do a little bit maybe down here. Like that, and then maybe a little bit here. I kind of like how it mixes with the blue and kind of gives it that purplish tint, a little bit more purple than that color. Okay, so there we go with that. Let me grab some paper towel. Whoop, sorry, y'all. I already got ink all over me. Okay, so now we're gonna take our water. I use the Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer. I really like this one. I love the way it sits in my hand. You can do like, if you hold the lever down just a tad, you get bigger drops, versus if you spray, you get like a big spray. So you can regulate like how much water you want. So we are going to spray the page with water. And the thing I love about distress inks, distress oxides, it's all water reactive. So look at how you can see the puddles of the water, the drops of the water, how it reacts with the ink, and it lifts the ink up. It's so cool. And I want a little bit more up there. I just love the way it plays. And so the longer you let it sit, the more the water will spread and then kind of go in. And I'm going to dab this up. Ooh, look at that. I love that. Love that. And then if you want to go in, you can always add more. And then let it sit for a little bit and then dab it up again. I love the way water reacts. Let's put some over here. Woo, that was like. Let me make sure that. And again, this is kind of giving it the dreamy feel, if that makes any sense, of just like, it's not like crisp lines. It's more of like a ethereal feel. Okay, so let's dry that because I can't do stamping until I get this dry. Back and front. And as you can see here, it looks like up here, let's get that on camera. It looks like some of the ink came through a little bit, so I must not have got that part with the gesso as well, but that's okay. I don't mind. Sometimes when I have bleed through, I actually like it on the other page because I just incorporate that into whatever design I'm going to do on that page the next time, or I just add that coloring or whatever it may be. So I don't really get all upset about bleed through. And then a lot of times when you dry it, like you really can't, like, see, look, it's barely there anyways. There's nothing else on the back, so I must miss just that spot right there with some gesso. Sure, okay, that should be good. This piece is coming up, so let's, ooh, that's cool too. I love that. Just that look. So that's another thing you can do. If you ever wanted to mask things off, and then you can go back in and pull this off, and you can have like masked areas with really crisp, cool lines too as well. So that's a whole other thing. We might do that on another page. See, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Like if we were to like just hold this down with like some tape or something, look at how cool that would look. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm getting ideas for another page, y'all. See, look at that. Oh, so cool. You could do layers. We could do like, ooh, okay. So now I'm really thinking like we could do a collage type layer. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. More ideas for a page. So there we go. Okay. So next thing, I got glue, is I grabbed, let's see. Okay, I grabbed this stamp from this set that I got from, where did I get this? BeeBeeCraft. So this is like a whole page of these stamps, and I'm gonna grab this one. Looks like that. And then I also grabbed this stamp from this set, and this is from his Stamp Hooray, a noted stamp set. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken, for $1.49 on clearance. And it was this stamp set. So I'm just going to grab this with the script right there. And I'm going to grab my VersaFine. VersaFine does not react with water. And it is permanent, a permanent black ink. So I'm going to just go in, and I don't really want this to be, let me grab a piece of paper and just test this out real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't want it to be like super crystal clear. I just want it to kind of poke out a little bit. So we're going to put one there. Put one there. I'll turn it upside down. Put one there. Let's see. Right there. Okay. For that one. And then let me grab the script. I just want the script part. Let me make sure. Which way does it go? It goes this way. Okay. I know I can't really read the script anyways, but just want this script part. And I want it to kind of poke out. There we go. All the circles are going to be here in the middle, so you don't really need to stamp anything in the middle. And what this script is representing to me is like my prayers to the Lord, like that I do at night. So that's like, these are like my letters or my, you know, my prayers that I'm saying to the Lord. So the words that I am saying. Oops, I want it to kind of poke out from there. There we go. Okay. That should be good with that. Just wipe that off real quick. Wipe this one off. I'm getting it everywhere. Okay. And then I'm going to dry that real quick, just to make sure. Versifying dries really quick, but just want to make sure it's. Okay. Oh, I need my Versifying again. So with these circles, all I'm going to do, like I did with this one, is I'm just going to edge with the ink just to kind of make these circles pop up a little, pop out. So I'm just inking the edges. See that? So I just scrape it across the ink pad along the edges. You can do it with if you have, you know, one of these, you know, with black ink, you can do that. I'm just didn't want to try to find my dauber with the black ink pad, so I'm just doing it like this. Again, being lazy. Got like a couple more circles. So you can punch circles out with a hole punch, not a hole punch, but like if you have like a die cut circle, what are those? Those punches, the circle punches. I have like a little one, but not like a large one. Oops. So I just cut these out freehand, you know, with a stencil, a circle stencil. I just drew circles and then cut them out. Let's see, is that them? I got a little ink right there, but we'll just cover that up. Okay. And then the other, oh, here's another one. He was hiding. This will just make the circles pop up. Anytime you outline something with black or with a darker color, it makes it pop from the page. And then I have this little lantern picture that I just Googled free, free old-fashioned lantern images. And so I liked this one. Again, this is reminding me of like night prayers, like when you get up at night and I have this really light, it's like a very faded lamp in my room. Faded, what I mean is it doesn't give off a lot of light. So you turn it on, it's a very dim, that's it, a very dim light. And so this is kind of reminding me of that. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll just kind of turn that little light on. It just gives me just enough light in the room to kind of see around, but you know, not to like bright light in the middle of the night. So that's kind of what that lantern is symbolizing to me for myself. Okay, I have this stencil that I think I got from Amazon in a package of like 12 or 24. I love this stencil. I've used it a lot. And I have this Faber-Castell gel paint. You can use texture paint. I think I have some gold texture paint somewhere, but it was drying up. So I've been really liking this one because it goes on real smoothly. Also, you can get that texture paste. What is it? Let me see here. I got these, the stencil butter. I think they have one that comes in gold as well. I did not get that one. I do want to get it. I'm going to have to get it because I use gold a lot. So we are going to, put some on my palette knife. And we are going to just very, okay, we're going to put some on here. And just very lightly going to stencil some on here. actually like putting it on the palette knife better because it's, but we can go like that too. Let's put some coming out here. I like doing a little bit at a time because I never know how much I'm going to need and use, and I just don't like to waste, so a little bit at a time. I mean, the more you use, the, you know, I like that. Let's put some over here. Trying to hold this and do this at the same time. It's a little difficult. Just smear it on. You want to hold your stencil down tight so it doesn't get underneath the stencil. So I'm trying to do two things at once, trying to hold this and do this. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's just do a, do we want? Yeah. Let's do just a little bit right here. I think a lot of this is going to get covered up. We'll see. We'll see. I always do a lot of work and then it ends up getting covered up. Ah, no, 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 no. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of smear the extra stuff I have. Let's just do a little bit. Come on, just a little bit. I'm going to smear a little bit down the page. Let's see. If you have gold foil, you can do the same. And then I'm just cleaning off my palette knife. There'll be like little streaks of gold in different areas. Cool. Okay. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit. Let me move this. So while that's drying, I'm going to grab some cheesecloth. So this one is like a really, like it really is like a loose weave cheesecloth. I got this off Amazon. I'm gonna cut, I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I'll just cut like that much off. They have tighter weaved ones as well as loosely weaved ones. This is really loose, but I like this because we are going to just like spread it out anyways. So I'm gonna take the Mermaid Lagoon ink and I'm gonna go in and just start coloring up this cheesecloth. You could put the ink on like a glass plate and spray it with water and then just spread it on, you know, like just kind of play with this in the water and you'll get more of a cohesive color throughout. I like doing it this way because then I'm going to get like spotty. So areas like some darker and some lighter. I like that. Versus if you used water, it'll spread a little and make it a little bit more unified. And so I'm just kind of cleaning up all the ink off the table here like that. So there's that color. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of my seedless preserves and go in and do the same thing. Just kind of dab it on clean off your, you know, just pick up all your messes, all your ink with the cheesecloth. And by squishing up my cheesecloth like this, I'm getting it, you know, darker in some areas, lighter in others. Cleaning that off. So here we got the same colors again. So I like that. And then I'm also going to get a little messy here. I'm going to put some of this gold on my fingers and kind of go in and dab it in. And smear it around with my fingers. Then we're going to have some gold on here as well. And I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but you can see, like, depending on how it hits the light, we're going to have some gold in here as well. Gold in the colors, so. And depending on how it hits the light, it shimmers and shines, so. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Here, we'll just clean that off. Let me see. You can't see the gold as much. Just every once in a while, you'll get a little hint of it. Let's just do a little bit more. You could use glitter, glue and glitter if you want. Put some sparkles in here. You could use those stickles. Pretty much anything. You can decorate cheesecloth with literally pretty much anything you have. So grab, you know, any kind of inks you have. Any kind of glitter, paints, what have you. Okay, I'm going to kind of wash my hands off quickly. Okay, and we're going to let this kind of dry as well. Let the ink and the gold just dry up on here. I'm going to pull it apart a little and let it dry. I'll put that over here and pull this back. Okay, let's dry this to make sure. And while that is finishing its drying, what I'm going to do is add a few, let me dump that, okay, a few to these circles. So a few of the stenciled gold. So where's my stencil? We're gonna just do a little bit on each one of these. I forgot I wanted to add this. So I'm kind of thinking on the fly, y'all. There's one. There's one. Just random parts. Just to add a little bit more sparkle and cohesiveness to the page. Because when you have it on different parts of the page and then you bring it onto your main picture, that helps unify the page. That's the word I was looking for. Make it cohesive. Make it look like it's all supposed to be together, which it is. Let's put some right in the middle. Some of these might be covered up. I don't know, depending on where I glue these. Almost done. Let's do. And then those can dry while we're doing the rest. See, just little, I don't know if y'all can see, just little parts of it. It's gonna make it pop up. Okay, I'm just gonna smear the rest of this on this page. There's really not much on there. More gold, more gold. Okay. I think that's it with the gold, but I might add more. Who knows? Who knows? We'll just leave that there. Okay. So let's make sure these are dry. We can glue. They're blowing everywhere, y'all. I'm just gonna hold it up like this. It's blowing everywhere. This is easier. This gel does not take long to dry at all, but I just want to make sure it's completely dry before we start gluing things. Layer upon layer upon layer, y'all. Okay, let's see. Let's test one out. Let's. Nope, still wet. Still wet. Okay. Let's let that dry just a bit. Let's test it. Okay, that's almost, it's just tacky. So let me just do a little bit more. Ooh. Okay, I'm blowing these around more than. Yeah, still a little bit tacky. Okay. Whew, come on, dry, dry, dry. Well, in the meantime, let's move all these over here. Like, I wish I could just let this sit for a while. I mean, I could stop the video, let it sit, but y'all know me, real time. So I don't want to be editing videos and try to get them. So hopefully we can get them on here and they'll be fine. Okay, so what I would like to do is use some of this. Let me grab another scissors. So I want to like glue pieces of these to the background. So I'm just going to put some glue here. And I want it to be, again, this is kind of bringing in that dreamy quality, or like, you know, you're laying in your sheets and it's nighttime. So I want one like right there. Let's see, do we want, I like the little frayed parts to come out. So let's stick one like right there. Maybe we'll have one kind of coming down from the top. Yeah, let's see. Just kind of. And you can pull this cheesecloth apart and make it even. Oh, I like that. We'll just have it kind of hanging off the page even. And maybe some coming from the bottom here, just a little piece. Squash it down there. Okay. Now I'm going to figure out where we want all these circles. I want to cover that ink up right there, so let's figure out how we want to assemble this thing. Maybe the light one here. Maybe something kind of like that. Let's see, I want some of the gold to be showing. But I don't want it to be like all perfectly symmetrical. And then this is going to kind of go right in the middle. So maybe let's put a little one up here. I don't know, y'all. I'm goofing around. Y'all know me. I fiddle, I fiddle, I fiddle. It's too, like, for some reason, it's too symmetrical to me. Like, I want it to be a little more haphazard. Are these the only circles I had? I thought I had more. Well, I guess we can. It's gonna go something like that. I don't know. And then I'm going to take some more of the cheesecloth and put in between the circles as well. So let's start gluing. So I'm gonna stick this one down. I definitely want that music sheet to show a little bit and that gold. So I'm gonna stick that one down there. And I can always go back in and glue more once I figure out where I want everything. Now everything's sticking to me, y'all. Let's glue this one down. And then I'm going to glue. This is why I like using glue sticks, because you can kind of fiddle around and play with them. I'm going to glue some of this under here, and I want it sticking out. So again, I'm doing layers, y'all. And then you can kind of fiddle with it and pull it and stretch it and do what you want with the cheesecloth once you get it kind of in there. I want frayed edges here, but for some reason it's not. We'll just cut it. There we go. And then let's do some more. I don't like that piece. I don't know why. Just it wasn't forming the way I wanted it to. Where do we have this one? We'll just put this one over here. Actually, I'll have the gold. Do I want it like that? No. I like the flower, those pink flowers on the outside. So, there we go. I like that better. Let's see here. Really, it's just willy-nilly gluing things down wherever you feel like. But I love having these like little threads kind of sticking up and peeping out. I really like that. Do I want that maybe more up here? And then we'll put this one like right there. Or was this gonna go like more right there and then that one? Trying to figure out, again, I don't want it to be too symmetrical. I don't know why, I just don't like it when it's all matchy-matchy, symmetrical, or... And I want my other things to show too. I want some of this music paper to show. Or do I want this one there? And maybe this will go. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more. Everything's sticking to me. Y'all have threads everywhere. Oh my gosh. That's the thing with these really loosely weaved cheesecloths. They'll just fray and get fat pieces everywhere. But I like it. Okay, and finally, I think I want to put some behind this. Is that going to be too much? Maybe I shouldn't have put so much. I don't know. I don't know. But I like it. I like it, y'all. Maybe just a little. Come on. And I don't like having that straight, perfect edge there, so. Just glue, glue, glue. Okay. And then let's put our lantern on to signify when we wake up in the middle of the night, our little light, and our light is shining and Jesus sees that we're talking to him. Okay. I might have to put a book on this to like kind of flatten it all out. Well, there we go for, oh my gosh, y'all, look at all these. I'll have to clean up everything afterwards. Just go like this. There we go. Clean off your glue stick. Okay, so there is that. And then we have these extra pieces. I don't know, y'all. I love it. I'll have to use this for something else. Okay, so I did grab this. It's like a big hodgepodge of lace that I got, ribbon and lace that I got from, it was a craft store near here. It's our reusable craft store. A place where they buy things, used crafts from people, and then they resell them. It's kind of like a craft Goodwill place that we have here. And I was looking at these colors, and these kind of match right here. This kind of, this whole section right here. So I'm going to just cut this and cut it like right about here. So I have this piece. So let's move that. And I know you're probably all like, oh my gosh, she cut it right in the middle. Yeah, I kind of do things like that every once in a while. I don't mind because I just use bits and pieces. So I'm going to make a bow, I think, with 2 of them. So I'm folding it in half. I'm going to cut this. Okay, and then I'm going to try to make a bow as best as I can. And y'all know me, I'll be fiddling with this forever. But I mean, look, that was pretty easy, I guess. I might have to cut that a little bit. And then I have these paper clips. Let's see, what colors do we have? Oops. Ooh, purple. The purple? And I got these from like the dollar store, I think, and just put them in this little container. And so I am going to open this up, the paper clip up like that, and just insert it into the bow part or the little knot part in the back. Just kind of go like that, and then just kind of wind it to the top of the paper clip, and then reclose my paper clip, and there we go. There we have it, y'all. But I am looking, you know what? Let's try that again. I told y'all I'm gonna fiddle. I want the tails to be even, or at least kind of even. Tighten it, play with it. There's your little tails. Here's my little bows. If you have a bow maker, you can do that. I do not have one, so I'm just gonna Yeah, I like that. It's just kind of willy-nilly. And actually, I'm going to put it right here on top of the cheesecloth part. And again, this is just kind of like an ethereal or, oh God, what is that word, y'all? It's just kind of like dreamy-like for the night prayer. So there we go. There's our page after all that. Lots of layers. But it was fun. I love doing pages like this because it's just fun to just kind of play around. And I love it. I love how it turned out. Again, nowhere near how I thought it was going to turn out, but I'm pleasantly surprised and happy with how it turned out. So let me bring it up close. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at the time. It's almost an hour. Wow. An hour flew by. Okay, so here's the top. Here's our little bow with some ribbon, just easy peasy with a paper clip. Here's all our layers, y'all. We did a little bit of collaging, inking, stamping, stenciling, fussy cutting, and then a lot of gluing. But here we go. And you can see the gold little splatters on the page. It's kind of like you're in like a dream state. And then if you can see back here, some of the splotches made with the water on the ink. Maybe down here there might be some better splotches. They're throughout. But I love when you look at a page and you see all these different things. But there it is, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that. So again, we're in Psalm 4. And this page to me, I'm just calling it night prayer. I'm calling it what it's titled here. This is my night prayer. A lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night and I am saying some prayers to the Lord. And this is one of them. So whenever if you wake up in the middle of the night, grab your Psalms and just read a Psalm for that night. And that could be your prayer for the night. Psalm 4 is a great one for the night prayer. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you to the lady who gave me this idea over at his palette. Again, I don't think she did it exactly like this. I took some of her ideas with the circles and the collaging and kind of made it my own and some of the stenciling. But yeah, I love how we can all take different ideas and formulate them, put them on our own page, and they all look different. But it's cool how I get inspiration from other people. So I really thank y'all for that. And I hope passing it on that you all get inspiration from me as well. So have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.